मेंडलिज्म को आगे नीचे चलते हैं। क्या हमारा गैंग नेम क्या है? द हुड्स, द हुड्स ऑफ ग्रूव स्ट्रीट।
उससे एक मस्त चीज बताओ,
क्या?
थोड़ा वो हो जाएगा।
बता 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 बता।
तू कुछ छोरा तमाशा चाहता है ना,
हाँ
यू वांट टेंशन हो,
हाँ।
बस।
This is just what
पागल हो जाएंगे पागल।
ये बोलने लगे।
स्टार्ट भी नहीं किया।
क्या स्ट्रीम करने कर रहा है क्या?
और
रिकॉर्ड ही तो होती है, अब ये कर रहा है।
चैनल पे तो डालूंगा भाई, चैनल थोड़ा ना डालूंगा।
Hi everyone, a very good afternoon to all of you. Can I get a quick confirmation if my voice is audible and the screen is also visible? Please give a quick confirmation if I am audible to all of you. So if you are new to the GoToWebinar, this is how you have to respond. There's a question panel or a question mark symbol that you can see on the screen. Okay, just click on it and type yes if you can hear me properly and the screen is also visible. Perfect. Thank you so much for the confirmation. So I welcome all of you to this webinar. A very good afternoon to all of you. And this is a place where you have to interact with me throughout the session. Okay, if you want to ask me something, if you want to respond to my questions, you have to use the same questions panel. Okay, this questions panel you will be using throughout the session for any kind of interaction. And let's not keep this one-sided interaction. I will want all of you to interact with me. Okay, whenever I ask something, keep responding so that this webinar stays interesting for you as well as for me. Perfect. So I just wish this webinar will be very helpful for you as well. Okay. Very excited to be a part of AWS Cloud Masterclass. That's very nice, Chaitra. So many people are there and around 400 are already here. Many more are joining. So they will keep joining. We will be beginning with our session. Okay. So how many of you are attending this for the first time or is it your second time or third time? You may let me know in the questions panel. Is this the first time that you are attending? Okay, majority is here for the first time and few people from the names itself I am able to recognize that they are here for the second or third time. So I recognize the names. Nice. Majority is here for the first time. Great. So hope this will be helpful for all of you. Okay. So let me know a little bit about you. What are your expectations from this webinar? What are your expectations from this webinar? What do you want to learn? What have you thought to get from this webinar so that we can interact it in a little better way, right? Explore new things to gain knowledge. Okay, do know the basics of cloud computing. Learn new things. Cloud computing helpful in placement. Okay, gain some knowledge about AWS. Learn something new. All info about cloud computing placement. Learn basics of AWS. Great. So this is the common answer that I'm getting in most of the responses. Most of the people want to learn the basics of AWS and you want to learn how to build a project within 30 minutes. Nice. So all of your expectations will be met. Okay. For sure, you will be learning these things. You will be learning about the basics of AWS and the cloud and the project how to build, that also you will be able to learn. Okay, you, yes, Akshay, don't worry, that also you will be able to understand that which cloud is better. Okay, Himanshu, your main domain is cloud computing. Nice. Roadmap for cloud engineering. Okay, Mayurish, yeah, that also you will understand. Yes, Mohit, just few seconds, I'll also be giving my introduction. I'm just learning more about my audience yet. So I have got some basic insights about my audience. So I'll be proceeding with the session accordingly. Okay, that's nice to know about the expectations of all of you. And for sure, these expectations will be met and you will be enjoying this webinar. Okay, so what will be the agenda for this? I'll also give my introduction. Yes, we will take from absolute basics here. Okay, so don't worry. I'll tell you the agenda that what we are gonna cover. Okay, so that you can set your expectations accordingly. There's a question. I don't have much knowledge about AWS, just know EC2 industry only. I'll be able to understand concepts will be taught in this webinar. Yes, Shaguna, absolutely. See, in this webinar, the purpose is to just give you an overview of cloud and AWS. Okay, we will not be learning very advanced things here. Okay, this is just a cloud masterclass to give you the overview. So we will be beginning with the introduction to the cloud and the overview of AWS services. Okay, that how does a world without cloud look like? What is AWS? How is it formed? Why is it the best one? All these things we will be learning in the first half of the session. Okay, till 3:30. And can you use Hindi and English language, please? It will be helpful to understand. Rahul, yes, I could have used Hindi, but maybe the majority of the audience might not understand Hindi, right? That's why we have taken English as a common language. Let me see the audience. I think many of them might prefer for English. What say, guys? Do you prefer English? Okay, so it's like few people are saying English only, and like majority has said both. Okay, no issues. You will see that. One second. Okay. Okay then. So let's begin. I was on the agenda. Okay. So what I was telling, first thing we will be learning about the basics of cloud, okay, and the AWS. That till 3:30 we will be talking about these things, and then we will be learning how to build a facial recognition application, which is a main highlight of this session. How to build this application within 30 minutes. I will show you within 30 minutes, not within 30 minutes, within 5-10 minutes only, we will be done with this application. So that I will show you in the demo part after 3:30. 3:30 to 4, we will be talking about demo. Okay. Then after 4 p.m., we will be talking about that how to earn a certificate and badge for this webinar from Ethnus and NASCOM Future Skills. Okay. Uh, if we find it interesting, then where can we learn it in advance for MNC? Pranjal, that we will be discussing about 4 p.m. Okay, so we will be discussing about how you get a certificate and badge. Also, we will be talking about what are the career opportunities, how you can advance your knowledge. Okay, like if you find it interesting, if you feel that this is something that you can start your career in. Okay, so you will be getting to know that how to take it forward, how to learn more about it, what are the career opportunities available, and what are the salaries that you can get in the AWS career domains. Okay, so all these things we will be discussing. And one more thing, you can also win a chance to win some goodies, okay, for this webinar. So during every webinar, we give like we select top 10 people from every webinar and we give the goodies to them. Last year, hundreds of people, around 300-400 people have won the goodies. Okay, so you will also be one of them if you stay most interactive and attentive throughout the session. Okay, because on this basis, who has been the most interactive, who has been most attentive during the webinar, okay, we will be choosing top 10 people who can win goodies. Okay, so that's fine. Agenda is clear for all of us. Okay. um, let me take the questions for the next 1 minute and then I'll be beginning with few introductions. Okay, so because in between continuously I won't be taking questions so that it doesn't distract others. Okay, so for the next 1 minute, it is 2:17 right now till 2:18. Let's take the questions. Any questions coming to your mind, just put it out. I'll quickly answer them and then we will begin with the content of the session. Quickly tell me, are there any questions from anybody of you that you want me to clarify? Should we open our own AWS account and practice in parallel? No, Shogun, that won't be required. I'll be giving you the step-by-step guide that is required to perform the demo. Okay, so you don't need to do it in parallel. Any attendance link? No, Yash, you don't need to fill any attendance and all. That will be automatically recorded. Prerequisites before beginning with this webinar, nothing at all. This is for absolute freshers. If I have a doubt, can I directly unmute and ask? Jay, that is not possible. You just have to use the chat panel in order to interact with me and ask the questions. No prerequisites. Yes, Gaurav, I can see your message. How long to become a solutions architect? Triage, that completely depends on your capability, how fast you can catch the things. But to actually get a job as a solutions architect, you need 2 to 3 years of experience minimum. We are using Node.js, but I haven't learned it yet. No, Shadam, that we won't be requiring. Okay, the code is already prepared. We will be just seeing that how to configure it on AWS. No worries about Node.js. Yes, Anurvi, I can see your text as well. And will we get the recording? No, I know this might be a question for many people. No, you won't be getting the recording. This is a live session. And if you want to attend this session again, you may attend it, but the recordings won't be available. Somebody has joined late and no, we have not yet started about cloud. Okay, we are into the introduction only. I'm just taking few questions. Do we have to install any software in our systems? No, nothing like that. Everything will be done on AWS console only. How beneficial is this certificate exactly? Arunima, that we will be discussing about after 4 p.m. Okay, all the importance, how to get it, everything we will be discussing. Any application required in this session? Nothing. No prerequisite. And will we be deploying the ML model on the cloud? Tanmay, that is already prepared. We just have to configure it. What type of packages would I get if I done this AWS? That also, Sachin, we will be discussing after 4 p.m. And do we need to learn computer networks to understand cloud computing better? No, basics are enough. Is AWS account required? Not as of now. Is it necessary to learn Linux? No. What language is necessary? Can Java? Yeah, any language would do, but in the architecting domain, you don't need any coding at all. Why so, Abhishek? Maybe you can just log off from the phone and then try there. Can I get internship here? Yes, Tejas, you can for sure try. Okay then. So fine then, guys. It's already 2:20. I have answered so many questions, as many as I could. Okay, so can we start with the session now? I'll be taking the questions in between. Once again, I'll ask you to put the questions. Okay, but can we begin for the session for now? Yes, Vadige, I can see your questions as well. Okay, so let's begin with the session for now. Okay, then we will take the questions a little later on. Okay, so yeah, we have been into the training industry from the last 14 years. Who is Ethnus? Do you know Ethnus already, or is it your first time with Ethnus? Let me know first. Have you got any kind of training from us, or is it the first time? Okay, majority is here for the first time. Nice. So since majority is here for the first time, I will also ask you the same question because this is the question that I ask usually from all the students so that they can relate better. See guys, do you also believe the same thing? Because till now, whatever audience is I had, thousands of people I have interacted with, and they all said they agree with the statement. This is how we introduce Ethnus mostly. So do you believe that what we learned from the college and what industries are expecting, it's slight different? What we learned from college and what industries expect from us when we are just passing out. Do you believe that it's quite different? There's a gap. Great. As expected, everybody is agreeing. And yes, that's true. There's a huge gap between what we are learning from the colleges and what the industries are expecting from us as a fresher. They expect some real-time knowledge. They expect some real industry level knowledge. But the colleges, what they are teaching, that's a outdated things that we are mostly getting. Okay, maybe in some colleges might be some knowledge would have been given, but do they teach the trending technologies? Do they focus on the projects? No, right? That is the difference. Okay, so what at Ethnos we do, we just identify that gap and we try to fulfill that gap, we try to bridge that gap. How do we do that? We train the students on relevant technologies, okay, so that the industry requirements are also fulfilled for getting a good job, and so that the requirement is also industry requirement is fulfilled because they have got the perfect candidate for them, and the student requirement is also fulfilled because they have got the good job that they wanted. So we at Itness, we just bridge that gap by training the students on relevant technologies which are required in the industries these days, right? Like cloud computing, cyber security, full stack development, and these things. So we do cover these things. Okay. College teaches ants and industry demands Antarctica blue whale. Absolutely good example, Shagun. That is what is the truth. That is the harsh reality. So it needs to be changed absolutely. So whom we have partnered with, whom we have associated with, let me give you a few names. Okay. So we have partnered with NASCOM Foundation, Future Skills Prime, and ENCIT Council of IIT Guwahati, and we have partnered with EC Council for the cybersecurity training and the global certifications, also with the Oracle for Java global certifications. And the highlight here, we are the authorized training partners of AWS as well, which means we train the students on the official content of AWS that we get. Okay, we don't build our own content just from our knowledge. We take the content, the official content from AWS we get, and that is on what we teach the students. Okay, so that they can get the best quality knowledge. Okay, to ensure the quality knowledge given to the students, we are the authorized training partners so that we can train the students on the standardized course material, right? And then few 600 plus IT companies, colleges, startups, and universities are associated to us. Few college names and organization names we have given here also. Maybe you can also see your college name, okay? Or as you already told that for most of them it's the first time. So hope your experience with Ethnus goes good after this webinar also. Okay. So placement partners, we have around 155 recruiters. Okay, who are these companies? Virtusa, Thomson Reuters, Freshersworld.com, Travel Diary, Zensar. So many companies. Accenture is there, Infosys, HCL. So many companies are there. Who are these companies? These are our Ethnus placement partners. That means that the people whom we train, the students whom we train, we basically focus on the freshers. Okay, so those people are getting hired by these organizations. Gaurav, yes, I can see your message. What is your question? You can post it once again. Okay, I might have missed because we already have 500 plus people and continuously tens of questions are flying in front of me. Okay, so sorry guys if I miss any question. You can post again if I miss your question. Okay, I'm trying my best to answer all the questions, but still, if I miss anything, just post it again. Okay. Yeah, so these are the organizations who conduct the placement drive for the Ethnus Codemithra trained students. The average packages that we see in these organizations are like 3 to 4 lakhs. It starts from there. It goes to 8 lakhs also, 10 lakhs also. Okay, so these are the basic packages that we see mostly in like cloud computing majorly. Yes, Fadika, absolutely. That is the reason. And Mohit, that is not fixed actually. These keeps on changing. Okay, as I told you, we have seen 10 LP also, 8 also. Multiple things keep happening. Okay, that depends on the organization, the role that they're offering, and multiple other factors. So about one thing I want to tell you all, maybe world skills you might or might know if you are attending here for the second or third time, you might have the idea what world skills is, but for others, it might be something new. So you all know Olympics. I just want to ask this. Do you all know Olympics?
Yes.
Yes, everybody knows what is Olympics. That's world level championship for the sports. Same way we have a similar event for the skills. What kind of skills? It can be graphic designing, it can be cloud computing, it can be carpentry, fashion designing. Multiple things are there which for which there's a Olympics. That is world skills. Okay, what happens in this? People from different countries, from different streams, they represent their countries in different skills. Okay, like how I told about the skills. So people from different countries will be representing their country and their skills. Okay, so why I am telling you this? Because Ethnus is a coach for World Skills 2022 in the field of cloud computing for the team India. Okay, have a look at the last World Skills event that happened in 2019. Okay, just look at this, how proud moment it will be. Have a look, and I am sure you all will be feeling so nice after seeing this. So similar event is going to happen this year also, 2022. Okay, this is just a glimpse from the last that happened in 2019 in Kazan. Okay, so this year also it is happening, and for that, Ithnus is the coach for Team India who will be representing cloud computing. That means the people who will be representing India in the field of cloud computing, Ithnus will be training them. So that's proud moment for us as well, and we all are just looking forward to win the gold medals for India. Okay, so you also can become a part of this event one day for sure. If you are skilled in any of the technologies, just go ahead and participate and represent your country there, right? So that's it. So your instructors, basically we three used to be there in the sessions, but today only I'll be there. Okay, taking much part of the session. You can see on the first, he is Mr. Gautam, who is the CTO of Ethnos, and he is 4x AWS certified, AWS authorized instructor, and AWS Academy accredited educator. And in the center, you can see he is Mr. Badri, who is the CEO of Ethnos. Okay, and on the third, this is me. My name is Aishwarya Sood. I'm basically from Punjab, and currently I'm working as a lead coach into the AWS domain at Ethnus. I'm 3x AWS certified, also an AWS Academy accredited educator. So these are our profile names on LinkedIn. So if you want to connect with us on LinkedIn, we will be happy to connect with all of you. Okay, just go ahead, check out these profiles, and we will be very happy to connect with all of you. Yes, Rohit, if you can't see the screen, you can just refresh and
Yes.
you can rejoin. No, Vadige, what's that? So that's enough of the introduction. Now we will be starting with the actual cloud. Okay, so you all are clear with the agenda and you all are clear with all the introduction that I gave. Rishabh, we have just finished introduction. We will be starting with the content now. Everybody is clear with what you are gonna learn. Okay then, perfect. So let's begin with the session now. Yes, Omkar, I can see your message. Okay, everybody's message I am able to see. See, guys, I have, let me check the number, how much audience we have. We have exactly 800 people right now. Okay, and still the number is increasing. So everybody is putting in a response and I am able to see all of them. And whatsoever I can respond, I'm responding also. Okay, so yes. Now I will ask you a question that what do you feel that a world without cloud will look like? Tell me. How does a world without cloud look like? What are your thoughts on this? Dark, blank, boring, no rain. Okay. Okay, it's like jug suna suna lage. That's nice, Shagun. Good example again. And boring, empty, no social media, really boring. Which will look after closing eyes. Yeah, like missing someone, disconnected, messy, empty, plain. Absolutely. So let me tell you, how does a world without cloud look like? See this. Is there anything? This is boring, right? Plain, empty. This is how a world without cloud look like. Now have a look at these icons. Tell me how many of these icons can you identify? How many of these icons you can identify? Okay, majority says all of them. Yes, that was as expected. Okay, so few people are saying 8 to 9 and others are saying 11, 12, and majority has said all. Yes, so these are all are part of our daily routine, like right? Maybe for work purposes, for entertainment purposes, for study purposes, right? Multiple things are there. Netflix, YouTube, Skype, Instagram, Snapchat, then WhatsApp, then voice assistants, Zoom is there, Microsoft Teams, Fortnite, Gmail, right? All of these things are part of our daily lives. Something or the other, we are dependent on them, right? So think that if there was no cloud, how will you be using these things? They all are powered by the cloud. They all are powered by the cloud. You know what great service they are giving to you. You know how Instagram works. You know how Netflix is working. You know how WhatsApp is working, how Zoom is working. If cloud was not there, they would have not been giving you such an amazing service. Right now, you are attending the session on GoToWebinar. That also is on the cloud. Okay. So if the cloud was not there, these things you can't imagine, right? Fortnite is a game, Nilesh. Cloud makes life easier in pandemic. Yes, Darshana, absolutely. Okay. So yes, they are extensively using the cloud, and that is the reason that we are able to get such amazing service out of all of them. Have you ever wondered that how is Swiggy displaying hundreds of restaurants in an instant? You open the application, your location is set there, and whatever restaurants are nearby to all of you, they will be displayed. You go to some other location, all that restaurants will be displayed. Okay, whatsoever restaurant is available and whatsoever they are offering, what dishes they are offering, what offers that are there, what is available for takeaway, what is available for delivery, all the things within a second they are able to display to you. And how is Netflix giving you the service wherever you are, whatever you're doing, whichever device you are having? They just stream seamlessly on any device, whichever you are using. You open the phone, you open your laptop, you log into Netflix, any web series you want to watch, any movie you want to watch, everything you can see there, right? And seamlessly. Then, how is it possible that thousands of millions of viewers are watching the IPL live on Hotstar? You remember recently a match was there, more than 1 crore viewers were there for that match. Simultaneously, these many people were watching the match. So, how was that possible on Hotstar? How is that possible that they are handling? Yes, that India versus Pakistan match, right? So how is that possible that Hotstar is handling these many viewers at a time? What about their servers? What is happening, right? So that also is having the same answer as the previous questions. How is that possible that multiplayer games you can play so easily? You are able to see you are able to see the messages, sorry, you are able to see the same data, your friends are able to see the same data, everybody is able to see the same data, right? And seamlessly you are playing the multiplayer games. And Yeah, that Paytm, GPay and all, they also use the cloud. And yes, load balancing also will be included there. Multiple things are there. Scalability, yes, yes. Okay, so here's the answer to all the questions that I was asking you. Here's the answer. This is all because of this. The answer is cloud. Okay, so we will be learning what is cloud. But before that, let me tell you who of cloud, who is into the cloud market, who is all offering you the cloud services. Okay, who is offering you the cloud services. So this is a Gartner's Magic Quadrant. What is that? Gartner is an organization who keeps conducting various surveys and reports every year. So this is a data for like cloud providers, who is doing what, okay, in different things, like in the matter of completeness of the vision that they promised and the ability to execute their plans. Okay, so in this, they have four boxes that you can see. In visionaries and challenges, in right now in this data, there is nothing. But in niche players, we have Tencent Cloud, we have IBM, Oracle, Alibaba Cloud. There are many more cloud providers as well. This is not it, but they are into the magic quadrant in the niche players. This means they are into the cloud market, but they don't have yet that much of customer base. And in the leaders quadrant, see here, Google, Microsoft, AWS, they are into the leaders quadrant. And out of them also AWS is on the top. Let me tell you, AWS is a leader of the cloud market. Okay. From the last 10 years, AWS is the leader of the cloud market. Why I am saying this? AWS alone is holding around 40.6% of the market share of the entire cloud market. Think about, so many cloud providers are there. Out of the entire 100% share, AWS alone is holding 40.6%. That's almost half of the market share AWS is holding. And that is what making AWS a leader. And that's not just from yesterday or just 1 year back or 2 year back. No, from the last 10 years, AWS is the leader of the cloud market. Isn't that amazing? That tells you that AWS is the leader and why AWS is the best, right? So just remember, this AWS is the leader, and hopefully this year also AWS is gonna be the leader. But what exactly is cloud? That we will be starting to learn now. So before we begin with what exactly is AWS, we will start from what exactly is cloud and how is it formed, why we move to the cloud. Okay, so have a look on the screen and tell me what is this thing that you can see on the screen right now. The thing that you can see on the screen right now. Okay, somebody says looks like amplifier, server, processor, CPU, router, hard drive, all in one. Okay, server component, infrastructure. Okay, so this is a server. Yes, correct. Now tell me, what do you think is a server? What do you think is a server? Storage. Okay, large storage services it provides. Okay, it holds data, it has network connection which connects sites. Okay, that serves something. Okay, and controller of network. Okay, main provider of data connection. Okay, so few people have some idea, but others are not having that much of idea. Let me clarify it completely. Server, what does it do? Okay, we will discuss that exactly what is it doing. 1 second. Okay, so here we have this. Okay, so here's our server. 1 second. Here is my server. What does it do? It processes the request. Okay. It processes the request. What requests? There is an application hosted on this server. Okay. Some application, let's say Amazon is hosted on this server. Something is hosted on this server. It processes all the requests for that application. Okay. Let's say on Amazon, when we go to the application, what all tabs do we get? What all options are there? Can you give me an example of a request? This session is too much interesting. Thank you so much, Shubham, that you are liking it. And I hope this is going good for others as well. They are liking. Yes, so we have a lot of options on Amazon website, right? We can go to add to cart, we can say Amazon Pay, we can say home page. Okay, so let's say there are multiple options in the tab that is given. Let's say I click on home. Okay, so when I click on home, there's a request that I'm making. When I click on this, okay, when I click on this, that's a request. So when you click on this, that request goes to the server on where the Amazon is hosted. Okay, the request you made to click on home, that request went to the server. Server processed the request and sends back the response. Okay, the request you made, the server processed the request and the response you get. What should be the response of this request? What will be the response of this request? The home page will be displayed. Okay, all the things on the home page will be displayed. You made a request, server processed that request, and you got a response in the form of this. Now, how is that server able to process this request? There's motherboard, there's processor, the CPUs will be there, memory, RAM will be there, right? Hard drives, storage will be there, any kind of SSDs or HDDs, right? Network connection, either a wired connection or a Wi-Fi connection will be there for the server. Then for any kind of video processing, GPUs will be there. Okay, and then to keep it running, power supply should be there. Of course, it needs to be there, right? So all these are the components which make this server work, which make this server process the request, right? So this is about one server. Okay, this is what is a server is doing. This is what is the purpose of a server. Now, this is just one server. Now, let's imagine we have 1500 servers. Let me erase all this. Let's imagine we have 1500 servers. Tell me, what will I need to maintain those servers? I have 1500 servers. What will I need to maintain those servers? Yes, first thing is cooling, because when these servers will be doing the processing, they will be producing the heat, right? So these many servers, when they are producing the heat, I need to cool it down. So I need cooling equipment. I need manpower, right? The admin staff needs to be there, who is going to take care of these things. Then power supply, continuous power supply needs to be there, continuous network connections needs to be there, admin staff, yes, absolutely, it is done, electricity, then a physical space we will be needing, right, to accommodate these many things. We will be needing the physical space as well. Then backup generators, okay, some transportation also to lift and shift, right? A good secure place. So security, hardware security, software security, proper connections, proper infrastructure, cleaning, so many things will be required to maintain these many servers. Now think about the cost of managing 1500 servers, keeping in mind all these things. Just take a rough guess what we will be needing to manage these many servers. The cost. Okay, it may be in higher number of lakhs, or maybe in crores as well, depending on what kind of service we have taken. So keep this estimate with you. I'll be asking you this question once again in the next few seconds. Okay, now, how do they look like? See, we will not be working on just one server. Okay, there will be hundreds of thousands of servers that are working for an application. One server is not there. In the real scenarios, thousands of servers are going to be there. So how do they look actually? These all servers will be having so many parallel connections. They will be accommodated in something known as a rack. Okay, there will be a rack where the servers will be accommodated like this. This vertical one, this is a rack. Within that, I have multiple servers located, okay, like this, and they are going to be having parallel connections. A lot of parallel connections they are going to have. Redundant connections. There will be so many part connections. There will be so many network connections. Here, I'll prefer AWS. And any more questions? The more servers, the better cable management they need. Absolutely, Sumit, that's true, right? So this is a rack in which they are residing. These are the servers, and they are having lot of parallel connections between them. What is the time taken to process? There is no specific time. It just depends on the underlying server capacity, how much capacity it is having, and how fast it can process the request. Also depends on the request. Yeah, wiring will be so complicated like this because there are redundant connection. If one power connection goes off, other will be there. If one network goes off, other will be there. So many redundant connections are going to be there, and they will be accommodated in something known as a server room. Okay, server room or a data center. Okay, you can call this thing server room or a data center. Okay, now this is how they look from the back. This is how they look from the front. You might have seen this thing in maybe the movies, or maybe in your college, or maybe in office or banks, hospitals. Somewhere you would have seen, maybe not this big, but something smaller, but similar to this, you would have seen that. Yeah, in movies you have seen. Okay, yes, this is a server room. This is a data center. This is a data center. That how does it look from outside, sorry, inside. Okay, this is from the back, this is here from the front, how they are looking. Okay, so many servers are existing. This is okay, you have seen in Google servers video. Okay, in movies many people have seen. Omkar, because of the monitoring, we will be having enough monitoring to get to know that which server is working, how it is working. Okay. Okay then. So these are the racks, the vertical ones that you can see here. These are the racks, and these are the servers. These black things that you can see, right? These are the servers, okay? And they are accommodated in the racks. Now, this is how it looks from the outside. This makes up one data center. One data center, it is how it looks from inside. Sorry, outside. And how many servers typically? Um, Gaurav, that is not an issue. Okay, enough isolation will be there. Cloud also has somewhat similar setup. Yes, Tanmay, absolutely. That is how I'll be taking you step by step towards the cloud. Okay, so from server we have moved to rack, then to the server room. Now this data center we are talking, right? One by one, we will be discussing these things. So one data center will be approximately having 50 to 80,000 of servers. Okay. Now I just asked you the cost for 1500 servers. Now think about this. Think about this. 50 to 80,000 servers. What will be the cost of this data center management? One data center, a secure space, you need some good level of hardware and software security, cooling, enough cooling you require, right? Then transportation, then cleaning is not easy for such a big place. Cleaning is not easy at all, right? Then enough power supply for such a big place, then backup generators, electricity, network. How many things are there, right? So what will be the approximate cost for this? Aniket, that's because a server, when it is overloaded, it may crash, it may go down. Okay, I will give you the example that why does a server crash, but tell me the cost for this. Yes, it will be too much in the crores, okay, even more than that. So that is it. Very high cost. Now tell me, is that cost affordable for an organization, especially the startups? See, an organization won't be relying on just one data center. There will be multiple data centers also. Now think of that cost. Will the organizations be able to afford this? Not at all, right? This is not affordable at all. But will they all be needing these services? Is that necessary? Will they be needing the services? Yes, services everybody needs, right? This can't be denied. But the cost is like too much. They can't afford this, right? So the solution is cloud. Okay. Now I will tell you how cloud is a solution, why cloud is a solution. We will be learning about that. Okay. So you have understood the problem, right? Then we will be understanding the solution in the next part of the session. So before I start with this, let me tell you there was a question that why do servers crash? I think many of you might have the same question in your mind. So let me answer that. Okay, because 3-4 people have asked. Gaurav, absolutely, we will be doing it. Okay, now we will be starting on that. Okay, so there was a question that how do we that how the server gets crashed. Let me take a non-technical example for this. Let me raise this. Let's say there's a person who is capable of doing the work for 9 hours. Okay, this person is capable of doing the work for 9 hours. Now you are asking him to work for 18 hours. Tell me what will happen to this person. He is capable of doing 9 hours, and you are saying do the work for 18 hours. You are giving him the work of 18 hours. What will happen to this person? Will he be able to work? Tired, right? His efficiency will reduce. His health will be damaged. He will kind of hang, right? He will not be able to do the things. He will be exhausted, depressed, overloaded, right? He won't be able to do the things which he was doing for 9 hours. He won't even have that much of capability after working for 8 hours. He will not have this much of capability also. This is crashing, right? So let me to take you towards a technical example for this. Let's say there's a server who is capable of handling 10,000 requests per second. Let's say he is capable of handling 10,000 requests. Okay, so you are having an application which is getting 25,000 requests at a time. Will this server be able to just handle that? Will this server be able to do that? This is when a server crashes, because this server is not having that much of capability. It is not having that much of capability, and requests are so much. You might need to get 2 more servers to handle 25,000 requests, because your single server was able to handle only 10,000 requests, and that is when a server crashes. Okay, that is when a server crashes. So I hope your question is clear now, that why does a server crash? Yes, we can avoid the server crashes by adding more servers, okay? Because single server, we can increase the capacity of it. Yes, but the question was that why servers crashed. Okay, that I explained. But yes, we can troubleshoot it. We can increase the capacity of the servers. Okay, so that the crash can be troubleshooted. Okay. So we will be understanding how cloud is the solution. For that, let me take the another slide. Okay. 1 second. So before we start with next part of the session, shall we take a quick break? You can go ahead and get some water. Okay, a 5 minutes break will be enough. Okay then, don't go anywhere at all. The interesting part is yet to come. Okay, we are yet to learn what is AWS, the technical things, the project and all, everything we are yet to learn. So don't go anywhere. Be there. Okay, be back by 3-2. So there's a break till 3-2.
गाड़ी तो भी यूजिंग
मैं बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट पेन है, मेन पेन है वो, मतलब पेन वो पेन नहीं।
काफी बड़ी होगी ना फिर।
वही तूने वो देखे ना, रेजिडेंट इक्वल साइन, जब तो उस लड़की के भी क्लोज होते थे, एथेंस के भी क्लोज थे, सभी बता देंगे पेन क्लोज। ये भी होना था। एनोनिमस ग्रुप ने साइबर वॉर स्टार्ट कर दिया रशिया के लिए। इनकी फर्स्ट साइड डाउन है। पूरी हो रही है भाई। मैंने फैमिली ग्रुप पे फोटोज तो देखते ही नहीं। तीसरे वाले को भेजा था भाई। पीपीसी मेन वाली फैमिली की सब बात की भाई है।
Okay, guys, I am back. I hope
दिखा
you all
मैं
are also
नेट में
back
हो
from
नहीं
the
रही।
break. Just give me a quick confirmation if you all are back from the break.
ये वाली नहीं भाई, मेन वाली बोल तो रहा हूँ। ठीक है, इन पिक्चर्स
Ready and excited for the next part of the session? Perfect. So much of excitement in the questions panel, and I am also excited for the next part. Let's begin. So just to give you an update, we have perfect 1000 people right now in our session. All of them are learning new things. I hope this session is going good. Just a mid-session feedback. How's the session going? Are you liking the session? Are you learning something? Perfect. A lot of good responses coming up. Everybody is liking this session a lot. And I'm happy to see, very, very happy to see all these responses. And I'm happy that how greatly you all are engaging, how greatly you are interacting with me. So keep this excitement and engagement the same way for the next part of the session as well. Okay. So now let's begin with the cloud. Okay. Conduct the session daily. Okay, sure. It's excellent session. We are enjoying it very much. Thank you. Okay then. So let's begin with what is cloud and why it is the solution for the data center issues that we were having that time. Okay, because data centers are too costly. So before I tell you, I will give you a non-technical example, and that you will be able to tell me then what is cloud. Okay, so let me tell you a case. Okay, let's say there's a person who wants to go from one place to another. Okay, he wants to go by car. What two options he is having? He wants to go from this place to some other place. He wants to go by car only. So he has two options. One, he can take a cab. One, he can go by his own car. Tell me what will be the difference between both these things. End result is gonna be same only. He will be traveling from one place to another by a car. That is the end result. End result is gonna be same only. What will be the difference? Efforts, cost. Yes, absolutely. See, in the cab, you just pay for the service. You pay for the service that you have taken, right? You traveled from one place to another, you paid for that service, that's it. But in your car, in your car, you purchase a car. You have to take care of the services, maintenance, then fuel, right? Everything you have to pay for it. The cost will be very high. First, purchasing itself is a huge amount, right? Yes, the main will be the cost difference, right? So here you have a lot of cost. A lot of cost is going to be there because of certain things, right? But here in the cab, you just pay for the service and that's it. Temporarily you are having, you don't have to commit to something. When you want the cab, you can get it. When you do not want, that is not your responsibility. But here car, even if you are using it or not, you have to take care of the maintenance, you have to take care of the servicing, right? It is belonging to you only, so you have to take care of it. Now, who are the cab providers? Who are providing these services? Who owns these cars? Yes, Pradige, absolutely. That is what I was trying to explain. Okay, I'll be coming to that point. Okay, who are the cab providers here? Ola can be there, Uber can be there. They are the cab providers. They are providing us a shared infrastructure. Does that car belong to you, or anybody who books that car will be getting that? Yeah, anybody who is booking that, they will be getting that. Okay, there are some cars which are available. So many cars are available. They all belong to the cab providers. No, okay, the customers are not owning these cars. They're just they're getting the service out of this. So these cars are a shared infrastructure who anybody who needs will be able to use this. Okay, you book this, you will get it. I will book it, I will get it. So, but owners are the cab providers. Okay, so this is a shared infrastructure. Now I don't have to bother about maintaining my car, servicing, fuel and all. Only when I want, I get it. I pay for the service. That's it. Right? So this is quite cost effective. Now, previously it was not affordable for everybody to travel through the car, right? Because owning a car was too much costly. Now, since since the cab system has been introduced, now everybody can afford to travel by a car, right? They can just go by the car comfortably and they can reach on time. Now, but previously it was not, right? Not everybody was owning a car, but because of cab, this all is becoming possible. Now, relating it to the cloud. What does this mean? Now, I think most of you would have understood what I wanted to tell you here, right? That own car that we were seeing here, that is the own data center now. Okay, this is the company's own data center, and the equivalent of this, we have the cloud. Like what cabs are doing in place of the cloud, sorry, what cabs are doing in place of your own car, same way cloud is doing the same thing. Instead of your own data centers, you get the services from the cloud. Okay, so you have a shared infrastructure. You have a shared infrastructure where the data centers are existing, so many servers are there. This is a shared infrastructure, okay, where all the servers are located, and this is owned by a cloud provider. Own data center, you saw that, right? Too much costly it was, right? Have you seen that? Too much costly. Own data center, same way like having your own car, having own data center will be very costly. Now, how do you get the on demand services for the data centers? There are cloud providers. Okay, who can be the cloud provider? Can you give me the example, like how the cab providers are Ola and Uber? Who can be the cloud provider? Any example that you can give? Yes, AWS can be there, Google Cloud can be there, Microsoft is there, right? They all are the cloud providers. Okay, what does that mean? They are owning and managing the data centers all the world, all across the world. They have the data centers available. Now they are owning it. Okay, we don't have to own and manage the data center anymore. We just use this service. Okay, we just use and pay for what we have used. That's it. Now tell me, which is more efficient? Which is more efficient? Yes, cloud is more efficient, of course. Like how we are comparing own car and having a cab, same way you can compare own data center and the cloud. Okay, so now did you understand? You got the idea what is cloud? Shagun, that is a paid exam that you are asking, na? That is a paid one. Okay, so cloud is better, right? Now, let me tell you about the typical definition of the cloud. Okay. Cloud is what? Let me tell you these keywords which will help you in remembering the definition of cloud. Cloud is a on-demand delivery. On-demand delivery of what? Of all the IT resources. IT resources in the sense any kind of servers, storage, databases, networking, security, anything. Okay. So on-demand delivery of all the IT resources. How do we access? We don't have to go there. We don't have to go there and have some hardware, nothing at all. Over the internet, we are getting on-demand delivery of all the IT resources over the internet with pay-as-you-go pricing. Pay-as-you-go pricing. Okay. So it is the on-demand delivery of all the IT resources over the internet with pay-as-you-go pricing, which means you just have to pay for the things that you have used, like how you were paying for the cab. You just pay for whatever service you have taken. Okay. Ayush, they are getting huge savings at their end. Okay, you can't even imagine huge savings the cloud providers are getting, because they are the organizations who can afford to give these services. All the organizations are extensively using cloud. Okay, the per month bill for Netflix, for this Facebook, who all are using AWS, it is in millions of dollars. Think about how much they are using the cloud and how much savings AWS is getting at their end because of this much of usage, right? So now, did you understand completely what is cloud? Thank you, Rishabh, for the compliment. And is this all clear? The cloud computing? Absolutely, Shreyas. That is the reason that these kind of organizations can afford providing these many things. Yes, Premveer, what is your doubt? Please tell me. Can cloud be hacked? Not at all. Like there are multiple things. Okay, multiple security features are there. It's completely up to us how we are handling the security. Okay, so I hope you all have understood what is cloud. Perfect then. So let's move towards the next thing. Now we have seen the definition. Okay, we have seen a definition of the cloud and we will be learning how it works. So we will be understanding a few benefits of AWS as well. Now, before cloud computing, what used to happen? Okay, I used to guess everything. I used to make a guess and then get the everything. Let's say I'll be having an application, so I'll be guessing what will be the workload pattern of my application. Okay, it might be like this. Based on my guess, what I'll be thinking, that might be the workload pattern will be like this. So based on my guess, what amount of resources I'll be taking, this much of resources I will take. I will think because this is the workload pattern that I'm going to have. So I will purchase the resources according to this. Okay. Then in actual, two things can happen. Okay. Because this was just a guess. Now in actual, two things can happen. The workload pattern might be like this. Okay. The workload pattern might be this. The provisioned one was this much, and it might be like this. It might be like this. Okay, so here the provision resources were this much. All the cases are not, these two cases are not acceptable for me, because here the resources are getting wasted. Here the application is not able to work well because of the lack of the resources. Now this was my guess. This was my guess. Okay, this line that I have drawn, but this is the actual. This is a actual one. Okay, this was all my guess, and based on that I have taken some resources which is not which is not acceptable to me, because both the cases are wasting some of the other things. So this problem I need to solve. That's why I moved to the cloud. In cloud there is a on-demand delivery. Okay, on-demand delivery in the sense like how you watch the video on demand, like Amazon Prime and all, that is also on demand. On demand means I'm able to get the resources when I want. I'm able to delete them when I don't need it. Okay, I need 5 more servers. Quickly, I'm able to get it. On premises, it is not possible. Okay, because if you are having your own data centers, it will take a few weeks to get the new resources, right? But here on cloud, it's just a few clicks away that you can get a server. Within few seconds, the server is yours. Within few seconds, the storage is yours. You can provision the computing resources as and when needed, and you can delete them when you don't need them, right? And how do you pay for it? How do you pay for it? Exactly. A good example, Sumit, like the electricity bill we pay. Okay. There are no upfront investments, which means there are no prepaid things. Everything is postpaid. What we use, we pay for it. That's it. We don't have to pay anything in the beginning. What exactly you will be using for the entire month, you will be just paying for that. Nothing in the beginning. Okay. You don't have to pay anything in the beginning. You pay everything after using it. Okay, understood? Understood? What people use? I missed this question for recovery or what? Who posted this question? Can you please post again? Because more than 1,000 people are there, so many questions are coming up. Still, I'm trying my best to read the question. Mohit, what was your question? As I'm telling, please keep posting your question again if you feel like your question has been unanswered. Okay, because I'm not able to respond to all the questions because so many questions are coming. What people used to host application before discovery of the cloud? That was a normal traditional infrastructure. Okay, the traditional IT infrastructure used to be there. The own data centers used to be there. Okay, prepaid and postpaid both we can have. Yes, most of them will be postpaid only. Okay, prepaid not in all the cases. Sometimes we can reserve the services. Yeah, absolutely. If you are thinking to create a cloud, if you are thinking to become a cloud provider, of course, that needs a lot of cost. Okay, done. So moving to the next slide, cloud computing components. What we have servers, storage, database, application. It's not that just only servers are there, only storage is there. Nothing. We have all the services that we can have in our data centers. All the services are available on the cloud, and it's just a click away. We just go to the cloud. Okay, we just go to the cloud service. Okay, then you just cloud website, like how for AWS you go to this website, aws.amazon.com/console. You go to this website and you access all the things. You don't have to have your any hardware, nothing like that. Okay, so you just go this website, all the resources will be available for you. But the main thing I want to tell you about is deployment models. How many deployment models we have and what does this mean? Deployment models mean that how we are deploying our application, how we are hosting our application, where we are deploying our resources. Yes, even the small businesses use AWS, especially those are using AWS. From small to medium to big, every organization is using AWS. Okay, so deployment models, we have three. What does this mean? Let's say I have an application. For that application, what all IT resources I'll be having? I'll be needing servers, storage, databases, right? Networks. So let me write it here. I'll be needing storage also, network also, security component. So many things I'll be requiring. So first model says all of the resources I have hosted on the cloud. Okay. All the application resources, IT infrastructure, it is entirely on the cloud. Okay. Then third model, this on-premises, say all the resources are on the on-premises. All the resources are on my on-premises data centers, my own data centers. I am not yet moving to the cloud. This is not my decision. I'm not ready to move to the cloud. Everything is on the on-premises only. Okay. Then what if I want to take the benefits of both the environments? I want to try at cloud also, but my organization is not fully ready to move to the cloud. Okay. So what I will do? I will use some of the resources from the cloud. Some of the resources I will keep on the on-premises. That is a hybrid model. This will form one network where I am using the resources from both the environments. Half resources deployed on the cloud, half resources deployed on the on-premises data centers. And they will be having a network connection between them, maybe a VPN or a dedicated connection. And that is a hybrid model. Okay, which means half of the resources you are having on the cloud, half of the resources you are having on your on-premises data centers. This is a hybrid model. So till now, everything is clear for all of you. Can I proceed to the next topic now? Within the next 10-15 minutes, this will be done, and then we will be beginning with the demo, the project. All clear for everyone? I kept a medium pace because majority of the organization is absolute beginners, so I couldn't go fast, right? I'm just keeping a medium pace so that everybody can understand and they can follow up. Okay, then. Let's proceed. Deploy means hosting. Okay. So benefits of AWS. These days, yeah, Rohit, that was a good example, like hybrid mode, which colleges are using, some classes online, sometimes offline. That's also hybrid thing. Okay. If we like relate it to some other example, that can be a good example. On-premises means the own data centers, that my data centers are existing on my company's company's location. Okay, how the link in hybrid? Because of some VPN connections or dedicated connections that will be linked. Okay, now these days every organization is moving to the cloud, but did you think that what benefits are they seeing, that why are they moving to the cloud? What according to is the reason that they are moving to the cloud? Any specific reason? What do you think? What do you think? Why are they moving to the cloud? Okay, speed, security, trust, cost. So main things that I can see in the responses is the cost. Yes, that is the main thing that the companies are moving to the cloud, because cloud is letting them save a lot of money so that they can spend on more important things than on the things where the cost can be eliminated. So we will discuss all these advantages one by one and you will be able to understand better. First is agility. In general terms, what do you mean by agility? Yes, quick, fast, speed, right? These things all lead towards the agility. So why agility is there? Because because we are able to get the resources very quickly. We can get the resources within seconds on AWS. We don't have to wait for any additional resources at all, right? We can experiment on them. I will give you an example and you tell me what's your thinking on that. Let's say you have some experiment idea in your mind. Experiment means that it might fail, it might pass, right? So you are on your on-premises, right? You have purchased some expensive hardware and all. Will you be taking the risk to experiment something on that? Will you be having a fear in your mind before experimenting, that what if the experiment fails, what if I lose the data, what if I lose the resources, the money will be lost? Tell me, will you be having a fear in your mind, or will you be just open minded? You will say, no matter what, I'll perform the experiment. Yes, everybody says fear will be there in some mind, like what if the resources fail, what if the money gets wasted, right? That is the thing. That's why we will be having a fear, right? But if I tell you on cloud what is the case, you get the resources whatever you want, you create an infrastructure, within seconds your infrastructure will be ready, right? And even if your experiment fails, the resources won't be wasted. What you have to do, just delete the resources, get a new infrastructure, like design the new infrastructure on the AWS. That's it. The new infrastructure will be ready in minutes. The previous one is deleted because it is all virtual, right? So will you be feeling open-minded in that case? Will you be okay in experiment there? And there will be almost no cost at all for experimenting. Will you be okay with that? Will you be freely trying the experiment in this case? Yes, in that time I'll be freely experimenting, right? I'll be thinking that I'm getting so much of freedom to do these things. So why not experiment? I'll innovate new things. I'll experiment that. Okay. Then elasticity. Elasticity in general terms means the expansion and contraction of something. Okay. So what do you relate to elasticity when we talk about cloud? The ability of your architecture to expand and contract based on the varying workloads. Okay, let's say the workload pattern is going like this. Okay, it is like this. When the workload pattern is this, okay, uh, does AWS keep backups of the data in case the data is lost? So this question has different answers. Okay, for some services, yes, they do, but most of the other things customer has to decide whether he needs a backup or not. Okay, sometimes AWS give, but in other services we have to decide. So here, when the workload is this much, I want that these many resources should be there. When the workload is just at this level, I just want these many resources should be there. There should not be a fixed number of resources. Based on the actual need, the workload should, the resources should be increasing or decreasing. This is elasticity. So if this is incorporated in your architecture, you will be able to say you have an elastic architecture. And this is very well possible on the cloud. You can't have this on the on-premises, but on cloud it is possible. And you can distribute your workload across multiple resources to build the fault-tolerant applications. That means I have an application because I am able to get the resources very quickly and easily and at a very cheap price. I'll be deploying my application on multiple servers, right? And this will make my application fault tolerant. Why? Because now my application is hosted on multiple servers. So if any of the server fails also, let's say this server fails, others are still able to take up the load. Application won't go down, right? This server has gone down, that's fine, but others are still there to take up the load. That is a fault tolerant application. Then the major benefit, cost savings. Okay, I am able to get a lot of cost savings when I am using AWS. First thing is that I can trade the capital expense for a variable expense. Capital expense means a fixed expense. Okay, a fixed expense was there. Variable expense means the postpaid, like how I pay for my phone. If I take the prepaid, I take a specific plan. Maybe that plan is of this much, 25.99 rupees. Okay, this much is the cost of plan. Now this you have taken the plan, but are you sure that you will be using this much of services? Maybe in actual you are just using 1200 worth of services. Okay, many times this happened to me. Okay, what do I do? I take a plan. Okay, and the data that I'll be getting in it, okay, some GBs of data, I never use that. Hardly, let's say I got 24 GB, hardly out of that 15-16 GB will be like pending only. I would have used just small amount and rest of the data just goes wasted. So this happens, right? When we take a prepaid, okay, I might not be using this much of services. I might be using just 1200 worth of services. So rest of the cost is wasted, right? Because I have just taken a costly plan, but I use just this much. So this I want to eliminate. Okay, variable expense in the sense, if I have used 1200 worth of services, I just pay this much. Okay, I just have to pay 1200 rupees. This is a postpaid thing, and maybe next month my bill is 1000. Maybe next month my bill is 3000 something. It will keep on changing based on the actual usage, right? Based on the actual usage, my expense will keep on increasing, and there are no facility maintenance cost anymore. I don't have to pay for any hardware, any maintenance of data center anymore. I just pay for the service. I just pay as I go for the service that I used actually. And rapid deployment. Now, you have an application, you want to release new features in your applications very quickly. How do you do that? On premises, it will take some time. Okay, it will take some few days to few weeks, because you have to get new resources and all in order to release the new features. But on AWS, since you are getting the resources very, very quickly, okay, you can release the new features within few hours and within a day also. And you can also automate this deployment. Now, wherever you see the automation is in demand. Why? Because we want to decrease the manual efforts as much as possible, right? We want to automate wherever possible. So on AWS, it is very easy to automate the things. Okay, you just have to configure an automation service and deployment will be automated, right? And AWS has a highly scalable platform all around the world. They have a they have a widespread infrastructure, a lot of data centers spread all across the world. Now, let's say you have a global application, your customers are present in USA also, in India also, in Canada also, in Europe also. So you want to keep your application in all of those locations. Is it affordable for you to go to each location and set up a data center? Tell me. Cloud providers, do they provide free trial to experiment? Yes, Shubham, to some extent they do provide. Is it affordable to go to all those locations and set up a data center? Tell me. Not at all. It is not affordable at all. Right? It will be very costly. But on AWS, if I tell you, it is just a click away. Okay. There's a drop down known as region. Okay. This is a drop down that is available on AWS. You click on this, you get a list of all the locations. Okay. There will be USA, there will be India, there will be Canada, then Europe, multiple things are going to be there. If you select USA, your application will be deployed in USA data centers. If you select India, your application will be deployed in Indian data centers. You select Canada, your application will be deployed in Canada data centers. So within few seconds, within few minutes, with just a few clicks, your application can become a global application. It will be available in all parts of the world with just a few clicks within minutes. Isn't that amazing? Right? So these were all the benefits of AWS. There are many more than that. Okay, these were just four, but I hope this is all clear for all of you. Just 3-4 more minutes and then we are gonna begin with the demo. Just let me know if it is going all good. Yes, Dwarka, that is also because of cloud. Yes, Shubham, not all the services are available in all the regions. That's true. Okay then. So if it is clear, just last thing in the theory, okay. I was telling that the AWS has presence all around the world. They have the data centers all around the world. Okay. So where exactly are they existing? These are all the locations where all the data centers are existing. Now let me tell you how the global infrastructure of AWS is set up. I'll draw a quick diagram which can help you in understanding how the data centers are located all across the world. There we have a big boundary. Okay, we have a big boundary like this, which is a region. Okay, which is a region. Now this is a geographically isolated area which can be a different city or a state or a country. Okay, like in India we have Mumbai region. Okay, and in India we have one more region, Hyderabad, which is not operational yet but will be operational very soon. So Mumbai region is there. That is region. Okay, within a region, what do we have? We have one more partition, availability zone. Within each region, we have two or more availability zones. Okay, this blue boundary, this is a availability zone. Let me write it here for your reference. So this is, let's say, AZ1, this is AZ2. Now what is this AZ? This is a location within the region, maybe few kilometers away. Okay, maybe this is in one part of the Mumbai, this is in another part of the Mumbai. Okay, we don't know the exact locations, they don't share it to the general public. We just know that Mumbai is a region. Now where exactly data centers are existing, we don't know the exact location for security reasons. Now within AZ there will be 2 or more data centers. Okay, this is a data center. This is also a data center. Okay. Now tell me what's there within the data center. Yes, within data centers, there are the servers. And this is where the actual processing happens. Okay, we access all the servers, storage, everything from here. Okay, and this is how the AWS infrastructure is set up. First region is there, within that AZs are there. Then within AZ, data centers are there. And within data center, the servers are there. And the amazing thing is that AWS has 25 plus regions all across the world. Each region contains two or more AZs. Each AZ contains two or more data centers, and each data center contains 50 to 80,000 of servers. Now think about their number of servers. Each region contains two or more AZs. Each AZ contains two or more data centers, and each data center contains 50 to 80,000 of servers. Isn't that huge? 25 plus regions are there all across the world. So this is all clear. Can we go ahead with the demo now? Are all these points clear? If yes, I'll go ahead and explain the demo now. That's nice to know, Abhishek, that you are enjoying it. Jay, AZ is just a location within a region. Yes, Sheetal, cloud computing is absolutely secure. Okay, so let's go with the demo now. 1 second. Yes, Shagun, I do conduct multiple other webinars as well. Deepak, as long as we want, we can store it. And thank you, Sumit. I'm glad that you have liked it. Okay then. So Shagun, that we will let you know. Okay, you can just subscribe to the emails or something. They will be like notifying you on the email. Okay, once you are into the mailing list, they will be notifying you. Okay, or you can subscribe to your Telegram channel. That's the best way. Okay, Telegram channel is the best source to get notified of any sessions that are happening. We will be telling the link for the Telegram channel. Okay, just give me some minutes. Like after the demo, we will be sharing a few links. Then you can join the Telegram link. Okay. So for this demo, see, we have a lot of services available on AWS, but we won't be using all the services. We will be just using the services from the categories that are highlighted here. From one service from compute category, one service from ML category, one service from networking, and one service from security we will be using. Okay. So which service we will be using from which category? Let me tell you. From compute, we are gonna use EC2. EC2 stand for Elastic Compute Cloud. Okay, Elastic Compute Cloud. This is a server that is available on AWS. It's just the name. The purpose of EC2 is to create a server on the cloud. Okay, so this server I'll be creating because I want to host my application on it. From machine learning, I'll be using Amazon Recognition. Uh, this thing can be calculated. Is it possible? Which things, Rohit? Okay, so back here, In the machine learning, I'll be using Amazon recognition. This recognition has this spelling. This C is not there, K is there. Recognition service I'll be using, which analyzes the images and gives me the results. Okay. Anshu, this is the same place where you can chat. Okay. So same place you can see the messages, Gaurav. And then from networking, I'll be using a service VPC. Okay. Yes, that's correct. Elastic Compute Cloud. C is 2 times, so that's why EC2. Okay. So VPC, Virtual Private Cloud. What VPC is giving me, let's say this is AWS. Okay. This is AWS. Within that, I'm creating a private space to launch my resources. This is what is VPC. In the entire AWS, I'm creating a small space to create my resources. Now my server will be placed in my private space, that is VPC. Okay. So this is what is VPC will be doing. Then security. I'll be using IAM for the security, which stands for Identity and Access Management. In order to EC2 to have the access to Amazon recognition, okay, for EC2 to talk to Amazon recognition, it needs some permissions. Who will give those permissions? IAM service will be giving the permissions, okay, so that the application that is hosted on EC2 can talk to Amazon recognition. This IAM will be giving the access to that. Okay, so these services we will be using. Now talking about the user flow of this. Here is you upload an image to my application over the internet. Okay, this image from your system over the internet, it goes to my application which is hosted on this server, which is Amazon EC2. Now your image is going here, okay, over the internet, and here on the EC2 my application is hosted, which is there within the VPC. Okay, which is there within the VPC. Then what happens? This application then takes this image and gives it to Amazon recognition. Okay, it gives it to Amazon recognition. What this recognition will be doing, because it has machine learning models already ready, this will be analyzing the image and will be giving you the results. What it has analyzed from the image, it will be giving you the results. Now, in order for EC2 to talk with Amazon recognition, it needs the permissions which will be given by IAM. Understood? Understood? If the flow is clear, now we can actually create the application. Free to access AWS console to make the app. A little cost might be there depending on which service you are using. Okay, I won't say it is entirely free, but I won't say it is too costly also. Yes, IAM is Identity and Access Management. Okay, if this is clear, we will go ahead with the demo now. Okay then. So everybody says yes, it is clear.
सही है बात.
तो ऊपर से
Only
एक
1 or
मिनट
2% said no. You can tell me your doubts. Okay.
देखिए.
So give me 1 second. Let me log into my AWS account and I'll be back with the demo. Yes, guys, so back here. So can you see the screen? Can you see the AWS console? Can you all see the AWS console? Give me 1 second. This GoToWebinar questions panel is hanging because of a lot of questions. Okay, just give me 1 second. Yes, so okay now. Actually, so many responses are coming in. Okay, let me just tell you how many responses have come till now. So it's 5,000 responses have already come till now, and that is why this questions panel also is lagging. Okay, that's why it just hung for me, and now I just have adjusted to see your questions. Okay, somehow. But anyway, this is lagging now because already 5,000 responses are there. Okay, so we will be beginning with the demo now. Okay, so can you all see this AWS console? Okay, done. So let's start with this. This is how the AWS console looks like. Okay, this is how it looks like. All the services are there. Everything is there. This was a region dropdown that I was telling. Right now, what is the region selected? Can you tell me? What's the region selected? Mumbai region is selected, which means my application will be hosted in Mumbai's data centers. If I select any other region, then it will be hosted in those regions, okay? Those place data centers, okay? So this is Mumbai that I have selected as of now. Now, where do I access all these services? You can see all the services. You just have to click here and all the services will be available. For compute, we will be using EC2, okay, because we need to create a server. Then for security, we will be using IAM, right? We have container services, storage is there, networking, cost management, databases. So many services are available and a long list we have in machine learning. Okay, so you can see Amazon recognition we will be using. Okay, then we have developer tools, we have IoT services, robotics, game development, blockchain, then satellite. So many services we have available here, and for different purposes you can use a service that you want. Okay, so that's it. That for all the services. I want to create a server now. Tell me which service should I choose? Yes, you can access all these services. Okay, which service should I choose? I want to create a server. Yes, I have to use the EC2. Okay, I will tell you how to create a server on AWS within just few minutes. So let it load. Yes, first step will be to click on launch instances. Okay, this is the first step. I have to launch an instance, which is creating a server. So here I have the first step to select an AMI, okay, which stands for Amazon Machine Image. If you have installed Windows sometimes in your system, you would have the idea that what is an ISO image. Anybody having idea about that? The ISO image? Have you installed Windows by yourself in your system? Yes, few people are saying that they have done, so they have the idea. Okay, so what does that contain? That contains the operating system details, pre-installed software, everything. Same way we have the AMI here, which tells us, okay, which tells us which operating system will be there, what pre-installed software will be there. Okay, like how we can have Linux, we can have Mac operating system, we can have Windows. Okay, multiple things we can have. So for this demo, I'll be going ahead with the Linux AMI. Okay. Then it is asking me to select an instance type. Instance type means what kind of server do I want? What amount of capabilities do I want? Okay. That how many CPUs do I need? How much RAM do I need? Okay. Everything I can select with this instance type. For example, this instance type T2.micro, it is having one CPU, 1 GB of memory. T3.nano, it is having two CPUs but 0.5 GB of memory. Okay, and let me show you this instance 72 CPUs and 192 GB of memory, right? And if I scroll down, 128 CPUs, 256 GB of memory. If I scroll even down, let me show you even bigger instance types. We have this 192 CPUs and 768 GB of memory. Okay, dot micro is referring to the size. Okay, it is all the way from nano to 2x large. The sizes will be there: nano, micro, small, medium, large, x large, 2x large, 4x large, 8x large, then 16, and we have 24x large. This kind of sizes we are having. Okay, depending on the size, they have different capabilities. Okay, size, see, number of CPUs and memory. How much CPU is there? How much memory is there? Like this is having one CPU, 0.5 GB of memory. This is having one CPU with 1 GB of memory. Okay, there are multiple instance types. The bigger you use, the bigger will be the charges. So we will be using the T2.micro, which has one CPU and 1 GB of memory. Okay. Then click on configure instance details. Here I decide how many instances I want to launch in one go. I just need one instance, so that's okay for me. In which VPC I should be keeping it. I can keep it in a different VPC. I can keep it in the default VPC. Okay. So I am right now keeping it in the default VPC of my account. Okay. Then IEM role. How do you give the permissions to your EC2 to access Amazon recognition? When you will be doing the demo, you have to create a new IEM role by clicking here. Okay, it's just like 2-3 steps are there. You will be getting the guide how to do that. Okay, right now for me the role is already created, so I'll be selecting that. Okay, you will be able to create a new role by clicking here. I already have the role, so I'm checking this only and I'm using it. Okay, then click on next. Storage by default, I have got 8 GB, but I can change it. I can have more storage. If I want more storage, I can click on add new volume. Like how in my system, I have some default storage, but when I want additional storage, I plug in some pen drive or hard disk or something. Same way, I can have additional storage with my server as well. Okay, then tags. Tag is nothing but a name that you are giving to your EC2 instance so that it can be managed in a better way, so that you can filter it based on the name. Let's say I'm saying add a tag, I'm saying name, and let me add the name as facial recognition. Okay, this is a name that I'm giving to my EC2 instance. Okay, next I say configure security group. No tags need not to be very unique. Okay, you can add, but they don't have very strict rules. Okay, then what is a security group? This is a firewall which will tell the traffic from what ports will be allowed to go inside and outside of EC2 instance. Okay, it will add the protocols and the ports from which the traffic can flow into and out of the EC2 instance. Okay, so I have a security group already created, but if you want to create a new one, you just have to give a name here, add the rules, okay, by clicking here, and the new security group will be created. Right now, I have already configured my security group. I will show you the rules that are there. Okay, this is a security group rules that I have added into my security group. One is port number 22, which helps me in logging in into EC2 instance, which is a SSH. Okay, then port number 3000, this port I have opened because my application will be hosted on this particular port. Okay, so these two are there. These two ports are it that I have opened in my security group. Then you click on review and launch. Now you check all the settings that you have made in the previous steps. If that's fine for this, if that's fine for you, you can go ahead, click on launch. Otherwise, you can edit something at this particular point. Okay, so I am okay with all the decisions that I have made on the previous steps. Now I can go ahead and click on launch. Now it is asking me to download a key pair. Okay, what is this key pair? This is for secure login to your EC2 instance. Okay, you want to connect your EC2 instance from your remote system, you can do that. You have to download the key pair for that. But I have another way by which we can connect to our EC2 instance without needing the key pair. So I will be proceeding with the key pair without a key pair, and I will show you how we can connect to our EC2 instance without needing a key pair. Okay, and I acknowledge that I am going without a key pair. So I will launch the instance now. Okay, now my instance is launching. Let me see. Right now it is in the pending state. Just within few seconds my instance will become available. Okay, so did you understand this process? This is how I create a server on AWS. Just as easy as that. Was this simple? Was this thing simple? Did you all understand this? Yes, this was simple and easy. Great. You can see it is in the running state. Just within a minute, my server is ready and it is available for use. Okay, I don't have to do anything complex. The server is ready. I'm able to use it. Now, what I will do, I will connect to my EC2 instance. Okay, I will connect to my EC2 instance now. I have to click on the connect option. I have selected my EC2. This is the EC2 that I created. Now I will connect to this option by clicking here. Okay, click on connect. Now I have the application code ready. Okay, I just have to deploy it on my EC2 instance. The code and all is ready. We will not be writing the code. I have it ready. I will just deploy it. Okay, so this is how my EC2 looks like because I selected the EC2 Linux instance, and this is how it is looking like. Okay, so few commands I will run, which is deploying the application on my EC2 instance. Yes, step-by-step guide will be given to all of you. Don't worry, you can follow that in order to do the demo on your own. Okay, so the application has been deployed. Let me just start it.
handle.
So it
जो
says
create the
server has
operation
started on
handle
port number
से scheme हुआ
3000.
है.
Okay, now we can check if our application is ready or not by doing this. This public IP that you can see on the bottom left, you just have to copy this, okay, and paste it in a new tab in order to see if your application is hosted or not. Okay, so let me click here, give this IP address and colon 3000. Why I am giving this 3000? Because my application is hosted on this particular port. Okay. No, the recordings of this webinar won't be given. I told in the beginning only, right? So here I go. Yes, my application has been hosted. That's it. I will choose a file. I will upload it and let me see how is it giving me the result. Which image should I choose? I'll first take this image. Okay. So what it is doing, it is giving the facial attributes. Okay, what it is seeing from the image. Okay, what the face of the human that is visible in front. Okay, it is saying 23 to 33 might be the age of this person. She is a female, happy, true, and there are no glasses. And the image attributes, which it is taking from the overall image: person, student, library, room, indoors, female, laptop, electronics, computer, girl, right? So these are the image attributes. Yes, the IP address I will also be giving to you so that you all can access the application. Okay. So 1 second. Let me give you the address of the application so that you can access it. I'm putting it in the chat section so all of you can access the IP address. Or if you are not able to access the chat, just look at this IP address and type it and tell me if you are able to access the application. So this is how it is working. Now let me try with an image which doesn't contain any human face. Okay, we will try some other image. Okay, let's say we will try this Taj Mahal image. So what it is saying, no deducible facial features. Okay, no deducible facial features are there because no human face is visible in the image. Then image attributes, dome, architecture, building, person, human, monument, right? These are the image attributes. So this is how we have built the project. Did you like the demo? Did you enjoy it? Did you all like the demo? If the link is not opening, just type it out in your browser. Okay, it's 65.2.130.122:3000. Okay, just type this IP address along with the port in your browser and you will be able to access the application. I'll keep it running for the next few minutes and then we will close it up. Okay, so you can try out this application, upload different images and see how's it working and tell me. Yes, absolutely. The source code and the commands that I pasted, you will for sure get it. So did you all learn something new today? Was it helpful for you? Perfect. I can see a lot of good responses that this session has helped a lot of people. Okay, so that's nice to know. Now you can try out running this application and don't worry, your images, we can't see what you are uploading and we can't store it also. Okay, but I can see the results that it is giving to you in this way. Okay, it is visible on my EC2 terminal. I can't access your images, but the results I can see. Okay, now those who want a step-by-step guide, for sure I'll be posting it in the chat section within the next few minutes. And no, your data will not be there in the backend. I can't access that. No, we won't be accessing your images also. Okay, don't worry, we can't see what images you are uploading. We can just see the results in the terminal. The images are not getting stored anywhere on the server. Okay, so step-by-step guide I'll be giving you just within a few minutes. I'll post it on the chat section. Everybody just go ahead and have a look on this. Okay, the complete instructions are mentioned here right from the scratch. Along with the explanations, we have created a comprehensive step-by-step guide for that. Okay, so you can access that. Now what we will do, we have just use this application. We have finished the demo. Now what we will do, we will delete our EC2 instance because we don't need it anymore. Okay, we don't need it anymore. So what should we do? We will delete our EC2 instance so that we should not incur any unnecessary charges. Okay, so let me go back to my EC2 instance. Okay, by clicking here, I will now delete my EC2 instance. Okay, now I will delete my EC2 instance, and once this is deleted, you won't be able to access the application. And one more thing, many people might be having the question that instead of deleting, can I resume and can I stop and resume my EC2? Yes, that also is possible. Okay, you can stop and resume the EC2 later on. You can also delete it. It's completely up to you. If you need this instance later on, you can just stop it. Otherwise, go ahead and delete it. So how do you delete it? Click on this instance state and click on terminate instance, confirm it, done. This EC2 instance has been deleted. This is something on demand. I got the instance when I wanted. I deleted the instance when it is of no use for me. Okay, so I have got the instance when I needed it for my demo. Now I don't need it anymore. That's why I have deleted it. That's it for the demo. I hope this demo was clear to all of you. Okay, and you have learned something new today. Now we will go back onto the slide and 1 second. Yeah, we were here, right? Yes, guide you will be getting. Okay, the step by step guide I'll be giving you. So if you like this session, just go ahead quickly on this, type this link. We will give it in the chat section also. Just type this link and give a quick feedback. This feedback is directly going to AWS. It just has three questions which will take few seconds of you to fulfill. Okay, so just go ahead and fill this demo. Oh, sorry, not demo. The demo is just revolving in my mind. Okay, so fill this feedback and quickly come back, and we will be beginning with the next part of the session, about which you were asking, that how to get the certificate, how to learn AWS more, how to take it forward. So for that, we will be calling another person with us, Mr. Likit, who will be explaining you all the things, okay, about how to get the certifications, how to start your career in AWS. Let's welcome Likit to the webinar. He will be explaining you the further things for session. Okay. Till then, please fill the feedback.
Hello everyone. Hope I'm audible to each one of you. Can you please confirm if I'm audible? Okay. Yes. So I could see a few of you have mentioned as yes. Thank you so much for the confirmation. And yes, so I request each one of you to give the feedback. The feedback link. The feedback link is, yeah, it's already been posted in the chat section. If you're unable to copy, okay, you just type it out. It's just that, you know.
Shit, 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 shit.
And all other links will be shared with you very soon, the links that you're requesting for. Okay. So if at all you're unable to, open it up, you can just type it out. Okay. Yes. So you can take a very short break of, just 3 or 4 minutes. We will resume at 4:15. Okay. Now it's 4:11. So we'll resume at 4:15. Take a very short break of 3 to 4 minutes. Okay. And after the break, we will discuss about what are the career opportunities in AWS and how to get the global AWS certificate and also the masterclass certificate. Okay, so we will be discussing about this, and so take a very short break, and we'll continue at 4:15. Yes, if you're unable to copy the link, I request you to type this in the browser, ethnus.link/dt1. You can just type it out. It will definitely open. If it is still not opening, you can just try in desktop mode. Maybe, it might open. You can just click on that three dots. If you're using a mobile phone, you can just click on the three dots and view it in desktop mode. So we'll resume at 4:15. After the break, at 4:15, from 4:15, I'll be explaining you about the importance of this AWS and how to get the global and the masterclass certificate, because there's a certain procedure that you need to follow in order to get the masterclass certificate. I'll be explaining about that after the break. It will not take much time, so it will be done very soon, because few of you, are asking, is it like, will it be till 5? So it will not take much time, just few instructions on how to get this certificate. So 4:15, we will resume.
बात सुनो
The recorded sessions will not be provided, and also, the links have been posted up in the chat. You can just click those links. If at all you're unable, please do. If you're unable to click, just I can just take a screenshot of it. Maybe you can type it out later. I know it's a very big link, but you can take a screenshot of it. Definitely, it will open up. If you're using a browser or desktop, I think it will definitely open up. Okay, so yes, welcome back after the short break. For the next few minutes, as I already mentioned before the break, I'll be explaining about few things about if you're planning to build your career in AWS, then what are the things that you need to do? What is the next step that you need to take? And also the global and the masterclass certification. I would also like to thank Aishwarya for that amazing demo. I'm sure you all enjoyed the demo, and you would have got some idea about this AWS. Now, talking about the career in AWS, see, first of all, it's very important to learn anything, any technology which is on demand. And if you look at the different technologies that are emerging, cloud computing is one among them. And there are a lot of jobs that are available. Near to 2 million jobs are available in cloud computing itself. And at Ethnus Codemithra, we provide the placement opportunity, and we provide near to 30,000 plus job opportunity for Ethnus Codemithra students. So you can just imagine about the amount of jobs that are available. But there's one thing that you need to remember. In order to get the job, the first and the foremost, very important prerequisite thing is that you need to have the certificate. So that is very, very important. And also, let me show you one article from Times News Network. And if you see the highlighted portion here, it says an ASCOM report in partnership with Accenture and TCS has said, India, it said, managed to close around 1,15,000 of those openings, leaving 2,65,000 postings unfilled. So, and also, you can see here the unmet demand of 7,69,000 in financial year 2025. And see, that's a projection that has been done. There will be many vacancies out there, near to 7,69,000. So, what in order to fill that vacancy out there, you need to have a required skill, and getting the certificate is one such way. And if you see of the top 20 highest paying certifications, AWS is among those top 20 globally. And now you might have some doubt, like, what are the different types of certificate that are available, which one you should do. See, there are the first thing, like if at all you are planning to build your career in AWS as a fresher, or maybe if you're in another field and you want to get into this cloud computing domain, then the starting is the cloud practitioner certificate. That is the basic one, the foundational one. Okay, then once you clear that one, you can go for the associate certificate, the next one. Now among here, you don't have to worry about, there are so many certificates, which one should I do? See, solution architect certificate is a one that you have to do right now as a fresher or as a person who is shifting to this domain, so that your chance of getting the placement opportunities will be very higher, because that is a basic requirement. You need to have a solution architect certificate. Yes, cloud practitioner is something which is very basic, that you have to do before doing this solution architect, but it will be like, generally whichever institution, there are many institutions, they'll, whenever they're training on this AWS, they will have this like a combination, solution architect and cloud practitioner. So solution architect is a certificate that you need to do in order to get the placement opportunity. And after you get into some companies after 1 or 2 years, then you can do the professional certificate. And if you feel like you want to do some other extra, add-on certificates, there are some specialty certificates like advanced networking, data analytics, database, machine learning, security. You can also do this specialty certificate also later. But the initial part is a solution architect certificate. Why I'm stressing on this is because many of you might have this confusion, like which is that certificate that you need to do. So this is the one that you can see on the screen, the green tick one. That's the certificate, solution architect certificate. You have to do in order to get the placement opportunity. This is how it looks like, the global certificate or the solution architect certificate. Now this certificate is globally valid. Like if at all you're going for other countries, then you can use the same certificate. Its validity is for 3 years, and it's like the one that it's very much required. Like it's for you need to have the solution architect certificate in order to get the job, or if you want to go to any other certification also. And advantages of these, or the benefits of these certifications, include getting placed very quickly. Like if at all you get certified, trained and get certified, then you have a chance of getting placed within 3 months of certification. Average salary of 4 lakh per annum to 8 lakh per annum for freshers. And globally, 89% of IT professionals have at least one certification. So you can think here, right? 89% of IT professionals around the world. So now here you need to think about, like, do I have any global certificate? You just have to ask this question to yourself. Suppose if the answer is yes, then that's the best thing. Suppose if the answer is no, then I think it's the right time for you to get a global certificate. And AWS is one such certificate that you can get easily in the sense, if you're from any domain, you can just get this certificate. It requires a little bit of training, and you need to clear the exam, and then definitely you will get this certificate. And different companies have different job roles, like they name it as like cloud software engineer, AWS solution architect, operational support engineer. So different names or job roles are there in different companies. Which companies, if you ask me particularly, there are a few companies which are very famous worldwide, like Accenture, IBM, TCS, Capgemini, LeadSquare, JustPay, Mindtree. So all of these companies, they hire the cloud computing expert, particularly AWS. And I think you already might be knowing about this, that AWS has the maximum market share. And the salary that they provide is also quite good for the freshers. So if you want to know more about these companies and the hiring process and all, you can follow us in LinkedIn. The link will be shared with you very soon. So you can follow us there, and you can get more information about the certification and the companies. And also, if you see about the placement trend at Ethnus in the last 3 months, there were like so many people who got placed, and these are few of them. See, all of these people, when they joined Ethnus Codemithra to learn AWS, they weren't much sure about the not particularly sure, like they were not having much knowledge about AWS. It's a normal thing, like everyone has. But after joining Ethnus Codemithra, they learned all the things, and they got certified, and they got placed. So it's like, the journey that you need to take. It's not just 1 or 2 days we'll get the certificate and we can get the placement. So all of them went through the journey. It takes almost near to 3 months to learn, and then to appear for the exam, and then clear, and then get placed. So if you want to know more about it, please do join our Telegram channel. You can see here, it's on the screen, t.me/Ethnus Codemithra. That's the name. You can take a screenshot of this, and later you can type it out in the browser, or you can go to Telegram and type Ethnus Codemithra and join that channel. And few people have really appreciated the training program. They have shared the their experiences, in this journey of learning AWS and getting the certificate and also getting placed. Please do refer all of this. All of this is there in the LinkedIn. You can go and refer there. Now, let me get back to the point that is very important here, because many of you might be thinking like, okay, I have completed the masterclass. What next? What is the next step I need to take in order to build my career in AWS? Okay. Just a minute. 1 second. Okay. So now talking about the the journey. First thing is the goal 1. That is a masterclass. I'm sure you have completed today is a masterclass that you have attended. The next thing is the goal 2 and goal 3. See, goal 2 and goal 3 is basically the cloud practitioner and the associate architecting. That is a solution architect certificate that I told you. So you have to go to this goal 2 and goal 3 next. How to go to goal 2 and goal 3 and what are the things that you need to know? Let me give you a brief idea about that. So this is basically a training program that we conduct at Ethnus Codemithra, which is AWS cloud computing training program. We also will also be training you on Java and aptitude and career skills so that you will be prepared for the placement drive. The total duration is 400 hours. Now here there will also be the certification exam and you need to clear the exam also. All of this will be a part of this goal 2 plus goal 3. Okay. And the course type, if I want to give a brief about course type, Essentials, which is for 180 hours, AWS Cloud Computing is for 220 hours. Total, it's for 400 hours. As you all know, we are the authorized training partner of AWS. So whatever the content that we will be giving to you will all be the genuine one. And the trainers are also they are all they are certified trainers. Just to give an example, Gautam is one of our certified trainer. He's an authorized instructor, accredited educator. Aishwarya, I'm sure you had an amazing demo with Aishwarya. Even she's an accredited educator. She's a software engineer, AWS certified solution architect. She's also a developer and a trainer. So whoever the trainer will be training you will be the experienced one, and also who will be certified. Also they are all certified trainers. Okay. So now this is under the goal 2 and goal 3. And why particularly goal 2 and goal 3? That is the global certificate that I was talking about at the starting. Global certificate that will get you the job. And you can use it in other countries also. So that's the important point. And here, other thing is that there are other set of trainers who will be training you in other domains like Java, aptitude, and career skills. So if you want to know more about this program, that is goal 2 and goal 3, which is the next step, may not be the immediate step after maybe a week or something like that. I will tell you what to do for the masterclass certificate, which is the next thing. But for the global certificate, if you want to know more about that, please do click on this link, aws.codemithra.com. There you have all the details about this goal 2 and goal 3. Even because few of you are asking for what is the fees and all that thing, all those details are there in that one regarding the fees. See, goal 2, goal 3, basically it will take near to 3 to 4 months. That is the maximum time it will take so that you can complete it and get the certification also. And once you get certified within a week or something like that, within a month, you will get placed. And if you just upload the certificate in some job portals also, you are based on that certification that you get, you will be filtered out and you will be called for the interview also. So there's a very high chance of getting the interview calls, even if you upload your certificate in some job portals. So if you want to know more about this, please do type this out in the browser, aws.codemithra.com. All the details about this program is there, including the fees. In this program, the next batch is starting very soon. It's starting on 20th of February. That's a Monday. I think only two more days. So and it's an offline batch in Bangalore. There are online sessions also. You can get register there for the online sessions also. Weekend sessions are also there. 400 hours, certified trainers. Certification will be the one that is globally valid. Placement will be 100% placement opportunity for the certified candidates. To know more about this, please do visit aws.codemithra.com. The link has been posted out there in the chat. You can just go and click on that link, or you can type AWS Codemithra. So all the details about this program is there in that, and even there is also a phone number which I'll also share it to you very soon, through which you can contact us. Okay. The cost and all is there in that cost of the program. Everything is there in that AWS. See, please do type this in the browser, aws.codemithra.com. It will open up. Because sometimes it's difficult to copy it from GoToWebinar, the platform that we're using. So you can do that. Okay. So now let's talk about the next AWS masterclass. So this masterclass that we are doing, right now, it's something like, it's free of cost, whatever the masterclass that we are conducting. And yeah, goal 2, goal 3, definitely there is some cost involved. Information, everything is there in that link. So there are many people out there who still don't know about this AWS cloud computing, and they might want to have a very bright future, or maybe very bright career in this cloud domain, but they may not be having an idea of how to start it. So we at Ethnus Codemithra, we have started this initiation of conducting the masterclass, where whoever will be attending will get some idea about this AWS regarding the cloud computing, so that they can decide whether they actually want to build their career in AWS or not. So you can help us to reach as many people as possible and spread this word, so that there are many people out there who can join this masterclass. So what you can do is, you can do us a small favor by giving us the review in Google. So you can just go to Google and type Codemithra, and there you can share your experience of this masterclass, and also can give the rating. A 5-star rating is really appreciated, because we want to reach to as many people as possible and spread this knowledge about this AWS masterclass, and particularly about the job opportunities that are out there. So you can click the link at ethnus.link/Codemithra. I think it's there in the chat. Just click on that, and it will take you to the review page. Okay, so I think it will be posted very soon. Just a minute, let me also reply. And please do provide us the feedback, and you can review, and you can come back and type done in the chat. Please do give us a review, and you can come back and type done in the chat section. After this, I will tell you about what is the procedure that we need to follow in order to get the masterclass certificate. Okay, so the link has been shared once again. So this is a review link. You can click on that, or you can go to Google and type Ethnus Codemithra, or you can just type ethnus.link/Codemithra review. Okay, that is the link. And please do provide us a feedback, so that it will be it's a very good social service that you would be doing. And once you finish giving the feedback, please do come back and type done in the chat, so that we can proceed with the next part of this session, which is the masterclass certification. How to get the masterclass certificate. Okay, I can see here quite a few of you are typing done in the chat. Yeah, it's kind of a CSR, yes. So okay, so a few of you are saying about, yeah, many of you are typing done. I request each one of you to give this review, and you can also mention your experience, like why should people join this masterclass. You can even type that in that review, and then you can give us a 5-star, which will definitely help us to reach many people. Okay, many of you are typing done in the chat. Happy to see that. Thank you so much for giving us a review. And very soon, within a minute, I will tell you about the procedure to get the masterclass certificate. That is the certificate for today's session. So there will be many such masterclasses conducted, the same one that you attended today. Very soon it will be. So we want to reach many people, and we want others also to join masterclass. You can also spread this word by telling your friends that there is some masterclass from Ethnus, and you can ask them to contact us, and definitely we'll tell them when is next AWS masterclass. Okay, thank you so much each one of you for typing done in the chat. I'm really happy to see the response coming up. Many of you have typed done, and I hope you would have given your genuine review. So thank you for that. And yes, so now let's get into the next part, which is the masterclass certificate. How to get the masterclass certificate. See, if you see the timeline, you have registered for this program, and you have attended the AWS Discovery Day, which is basically the masterclass, today's demo session. The next thing is you will receive an email to take the online assessment. Today by 9 p.m. you will receive the email. Okay, in that email there will be a link. You have to click on that link and take a test. Okay, the test will be a very simple one for 1 hour, and once you take the test, you will get the marks then and there itself. Okay, so talking about the marks, you should get 60% and above. So it's only then you will get this certificate within a week, and that certificate will be an online one you'll get through email. You can share it in LinkedIn or social media, and you can, please don't forget to add hashtag Ethnus whenever you're sharing this certificate, and then you can go for goal 2 or goal 3. Okay, so this is the procedure you can follow. So you will get a link by today 9 p.m. and once you get the link, in that link, everything, all the details, where you can see here there's a blue color banner called congratulations, right? That is the kind of email that you'll be getting. In that, the link will be there. Click on that link, it will take you to the test page. Okay, just enter your name and email ID and start the test. And once you click submit, okay, it will be for 1 hour. You can end it before 1 hour also if you finish it early. And once you click submit, the marks will be displayed soon after your test. If it is 60% or above that, you don't have to do anything. Within a week, you will get this certificate. But if it is less than 60%, then you can reattempt the test. Actually, you can you can attempt this test 3 times. Okay, so if you only if you get less than 60%, then only you have to attempt. If you get more than 60% or 60%, you don't have to worry. Within a week, you will get the masterclass certificate. So totally 3 attempts you will have, and the number of days are 3 days. So within 3 days, you have to complete all of these. Like you have to complete the test or the reattempts if required, and it will be very easy. Something like, for example, EC2 stands for what? Those kind of simple questions will be asked in that. And please do check your inbox. Sometimes, if at all you don't find the link in your inbox, you might find it in other folders out there, like you have some promotion folder or social folder. You can please do check all those areas also, all those sections also. Or maybe spam folder, you might find over there also, chances are there, but mostly you'll get inbox only. But if at all you don't find it in inbox, please do check the remaining folders of that email, and you might find it over there. Then take the test. 60% or above is what you need to get, 1 hour test. And if you get a 60% or above that, you will get the certificate within a week. If not, you have to reattempt it 2 more times. Within 3 days, you have to complete all the 3 attempts. Okay. Now, if at all you don't receive the link, okay, by today 9 p.m., you can connect with us. There's a query form that you can fill up and you can send it to us. Just you have to click that query form and click on submit. ethnus.link/AWSMC query form. That link is also there in the chat. You can go and see that. It's there in the chat section. You can copy that. Oh, okay, at the end of this webinar, I'll just show you all the links. Okay, you can take a screenshot of it. Okay, basically the query form, and other one is the AWS goal 2, goal 3 form. Okay, now you will get the certificate by email, okay, within 1 week. And if at all you don't get any details, you can connect with us, you can contact us. I'll give you the details, the phone number also. On the bottom, you can see the phone number, right? 7815-095-095. That's a number you can call if you have any query regarding this certifications and all. So today, before 9 p.m., you will get the test link, okay? Please do click the link and just fill up few details and take the test. 1 hour will be the timer. Timer will be running for 1 hour. Within that, you have to take. Okay. You can also follow us in YouTube. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel to get more details and videos about the program, and also follow our Telegram channel. It's there on the screen, the link. And for the goal 3, goal 2, the link is also there, and a query form link is also there. So please take a screenshot of this slide so that you have all the details ready. You can just type this out in the browser and you can access it. Okay, and you can just access the the goal 3 details, or you can submit your query form using the query link, and call us in this number if you have any doubt, and also you can WhatsApp or chat with us if you particularly want to know more about this program, okay, about goal 2, goal 3 and all. So today before 9 p.m. you will get the link, okay? And please do check all the columns, all the sections like promotions and other areas also. If at all you don't get it, please do fill the query form, and we will connect with you and clear it out. Whatever the problem that is there, we'll sort it out. And please do join or register to the same email ID that you are using right now, or you have used to and join this masterclass, right? So same email ID if you use, it will be very good. Otherwise, there will be a lot of confusion. So this is the detail. This is the procedure that you need to follow in order to get masterclass certificate. If you have any doubt, you can let us know. You can type it out in the chat. We'll be there for some time to respond to your queries. We'll be replying for all of your queries. And thank you very much. Goodies, okay, we will connect with you regarding goodies, okay? And yeah, thank you so much, each one of you. So if you have any doubt, I request you to call to this number 7815095095, and we'll give and we'll provide the required details. And I request you to visit this link aws.codemithra.com for the details about goal 2, goal 3. See, after you get the masterclass certificate, the next step in this journey of entering into this cloud computing domain is that you have to complete goal 2 and goal 3, right? So for that, you have to visit this link and get the details. There's a form also in this link which you can fill up if you want to continue or attend the program. The cost of the program, all the details are there in the link, okay? And join you can also join our Telegram channel if you want to know more details, because there'll be some polls, some questions, and all those things uploaded in this Telegram channel. And you can also mail us at codemithra@ethnus.com. So thank you so much for joining this masterclass. I'm sure you all enjoyed this masterclass. Please don't forget to connect with us if you have any queries. And thank you so much. Have an amazing Friday. Thank you. This is Likith signing off. I would also like to thank Aishwarya for that amazing demo. I'm sure you all enjoyed that. Thank you, each one of you. Few of you are asking, can we leave? Yes, you can leave. Thank you. Yeah, if you have any doubt, you can connect with us. The numbers are there on the screen. You can just connect with us. We will help you out. We'll give you the explanation in detail, like, particularly any suggestions. If anything that you want to give, you can provide that. The handout is also there. The step-by-step guide is there in the chat. Please do copy that link also. Take a screenshot, or you can just type it out in the browser. Okay, guide for create all those step-by-step guide is it's been shared in the chat. It's there in the chat. Yeah. Exam link you will get before 9 p.m. today. Tonight, 9 p.m. you will get the exam link. Yeah. Thank you and have an amazing Friday. This is Likith signing off. Thank you. The exam link will be valid for 3 days. Within 3 days, you have to take the test. There is no specific timing to take the test. The moment you get the link, please do take the test within 3 days. Next 3 days, it will be valid. That is today, entire night, tomorrow, day after tomorrow, it will be valid. Salim, you can contact us if your email ID is not verified. Test link you'll get through the email. Okay, the email that you have submitted, you will get the test link through your email. You can do your exam tomorrow also, no problem. So I'm just responding for a few of the replies. Link you will get tomorrow. Link you'll get before 9 p.m. today. Okay, thank you, and see you all. Bye-bye.
No.